General Hospital. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're diving into a dramatic new chapter in Port Charles, where trust is tested, relationships are changing, and unexpected promises could reshape the future for some of the city's most familiar faces. The latest developments have left fans wondering what happens when trust begins to fade and difficult choices have to be made. Sonny has always been known as someone who protects the people he cares about, but even the strongest bonds can face moments of uncertainty. This time, Sonny finds himself questioning the direction of a relationship that once seemed unbreakable. For years, Sonny has carried the weight of protecting his family, his friends, and the people closest to him. He has faced countless challenges, but this situation feels different. Instead of dealing with an outside threat, Sonny is forced to confront emotions, misunderstandings, and decisions that could change everything. The tension begins when secrets and unanswered questions start coming to the surface. People around Sonny notice that something is shifted. The confidence and certainty he usually carries are replaced by hesitation. Those close to him realize that Sonny is facing a personal struggle, one that cannot simply be solved with power or influence. As conversations become more serious, Sonny reaches a point where he must decide what is best for his future. Walking away from a relationship is never easy, especially when there is history, memories, and deep emotions involved. But sometimes, even the strongest connections need to be reevaluated. Meanwhile, another major situation begins developing in Port Charles. Martin Gray finds himself at the center of an important decision involving Curtis Ashford. Martin has always been someone who carefully chooses his words and actions, but this time he realizes that simply standing by is not enough. Martin's promise to Curtis becomes a powerful moment because it shows a different side of him. Instead of focusing only on his own challenges, Martin chooses to step forward and offer support. His commitment proves that loyalty can appear in unexpected ways, especially when people need someone they can trust. Curtis has experienced his own share of struggles, and having someone willing to stand beside him could mean more than anyone realizes. Martin understands that promises are not just words, they are commitments that require action, patience, and determination. But as Martin makes his vow, questions remain about what other surprises may be waiting around the corner. In Port Charles, every decision can create new consequences. A simple conversation can change friendships, and one choice can impact multiple lives. At the same time, the mystery surrounding betrayal continues to create tension. When trust is broken, rebuilding it becomes one of the hardest challenges. People begin looking closer at those around them, wondering who is truly loyal and who may have hidden motives. The possibility of a traitor being exposed creates uncertainty throughout the city. Everyone has their own reasons, their own secrets, and their own version of the truth. The search for answers could reveal information that changes how certain characters see each other. For Sonny, the biggest challenge may not be discovering what happened around him. It may be accepting that some situations cannot be controlled. Even someone as experienced as Sonny must face moments where emotions matter just as much as strategy. The breakup storyline brings a new emotional direction for Sonny. It gives viewers a chance to see the character beyond his reputation and influence. Behind the decisions and responsibilities is someone trying to understand what comes next. As these events unfold, friendships will be tested, alliances may shift, and new paths could open for the future. Martin's promise to Curtis could become one of the most meaningful choices he has made, while Sonny's decision could lead him towards an unexpected new beginning. Port Charles has always been a place where surprises happen when people least expect them. The choices made today could create the biggest changes tomorrow. Whether old relationships can heal or new connections will form remains to be seen. Fans will be watching closely as Sonny, Martin, Curtis, and the rest of Port Charles navigate these emotional challenges.
Every conversation matters, every decision has consequences, and every secret has the potential to change everything. What do you think about Sonny's decision? Is this the end of an important chapter, or could there still be hope for reconciliation in the future? And what does Martin's promise mean for Curtis moving forward?
As the situation in Port Charles continues to unfold, the consequences of recent choices begin to become impossible to ignore. What started as a difficult emotional moment for Sonny now begins to affect the people around him. Those who have known Sonny for years understand that when he makes a decision, he rarely does so without thinking about the bigger picture. However, this time, the challenge is not just about finding a solution. It is about accepting that some things cannot return to the way they were before. Sonny begins to realize that protecting everyone around him does not always mean holding on to every relationship at any cost. Sometimes, moving forward requires letting go of what no longer feels right. The people closest to Sonny notice the change. Some believe he is making the right choice, while others worry that he may be acting too quickly. They know Sonny's heart is often guided by loyalty, but they also know that loyalty can sometimes make decisions even more complicated. Meanwhile, Martin Gray continues to stand by his word. His promise to Curtis was not made lightly. Martin understands that trust is earned through actions, and he is determined to prove that his support is genuine. Curtis, who has faced many difficult moments, finds himself reflecting on the people who truly stand beside him. He begins to recognize that unexpected allies can sometimes become the strongest sources of support. Martin's willingness to step forward creates a new level of respect between them. But just as things begin to settle, new questions emerge. The mystery surrounding the betrayal in Port Charles continues to grow, and more people begin searching for answers. The truth may be closer than anyone realizes, but uncovering it could create even more conflict. As suspicions rise, everyone starts looking back at past conversations and forgotten moments. Small details that once seemed unimportant now appear to have a much deeper meaning. The search for the truth forces many characters to reconsider who they can really trust. For Sonny, this uncertainty creates another challenge. He has spent years recognizing danger before it arrives, but personal situations are much harder to predict. When emotions are involved, even the most experienced person can struggle to see the complete picture. Those around Sonny encourage him to focus on what truly matters. They remind him that his future cannot be built only around old battles and past regrets. Sometimes the strongest move is choosing peace instead of continuing a fight that has already taken too much. At the same time, Martin's connection with Curtis continues to develop. Their partnership could become an important part of what comes next in Port Charles. With challenges ahead, having someone dependable nearby could make all the difference. But nothing stays quiet for long in Port Charles. A new piece of information begins to surface, and it raises even more questions about the people involved in the recent conflict. The discovery forces everyone to look at the situation from a different perspective. Could the person behind the betrayal finally be revealed, or will another secret come out first and change everything? As Sonny tries to move forward and Martin continues to honor his promise, the future remains uncertain. Relationships will be tested, friendships will be challenged, and unexpected decisions will shape what happens next. One thing is clear: the people of Port Charles are entering a new chapter. The choices made now will not only affect the present, but could influence the future for everyone involved. Stay tuned as the story continues to unfold, because the next revelation could change everything. What do you think will happen next? Will Sonny find a new direction, and will Martin's promise to Curtis bring the support Curtis needs? Share your thoughts and predictions below. Share your thoughts in the comments below.
Don't forget to stay connected for more updates, theories, and discussions about the latest drama unfolding in Port Charles.